Okay, anyway, moving on. You started touching on something, so why don't you go ahead and go that out
What,
there.
with the whole creativity in games nowadays?
Yeah, right.
So
do you want to make a point, or you want?
Yeah. Well, when we were younger,
Mhm.
you had the SNES and all that, right?
The what? Oh, Super NES?
Yeah. Like back then, I understand that the games were cheaper in a way to make, but they were like they just threw random shit out.
But they still, even though the games were cheaper to make, they still cost $60-$70.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
But like they took more risks with games.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I love to see when you see it a lot in indie games nowadays because they're allowed to be more open with what they want to do. So Battlefield's a good example. A lot of the people from Battlefield left. Like there was people that worked there 18. I think the highest was like 23 or something. Don't quote me on that. And they all left because they were throwing ideas out for Battlefield 2042, and they were just instantly being shut down. And these guys were the ones that made virtually all the Battlefields. So they left because nobody was letting them.
Create what they wanted to create.
Yeah.
And they felt their creative process was, stymied, I guess, at that point in time.
Those type of games still exist. The difference is that they're on Steam. They're on in general.
They're like the indie games.
You see, they're indie games, and they're out there. And some of them make. I mean, there's so many of them. It's hard to tell which ones are the good ones and which ones are the bad ones.
I've seen some bad ones.
But
there's rough ones on Steam.
You got like little
A lot of them come to Games for Gold.
Yeah, that too.
You got little indie games that are making tons of money. I mean, Among Us. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. That game.
Among Us, yeah.
That game hit it big.
I think that's more or less streamers making it popular. It was like a whole like.
It's a fun. I tried to play it myself. It's a fun game, but it's definitely way better if you can actually talk to other people instead of having to type in the game.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that whole aspect of games now either. That you have to be like in communication with people. Like for a lot of games, it's just like
Right, almost like the single player game has
yeah
gone away.
Yeah, to an extent. To an extent, yeah. I don't like how you have to be with people they need to implement. Because I like if we got friends that we play with, but it's hard to get them all together at once a lot of the times. So there has to be more implementation of, all right, I can play this in single player or solo and still enjoy myself.
Yeah, the problem I have with single player solo games, especially when you're in the Xbox party or if you're on Discord with other people. If you're trying to play a solo game and you're trying to understand the story, if it's like a story-based game, it's hard to talk to other people and then try to concentrate on the game and the storyline.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why if you're in a party, don't play a single-player game.
Right, that's true.
Leave the party.
Or if you're in a party and like 3 people are playing one game and 3 people are playing a different game, and it starts talking over each other. It's like, oh my god!
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
At that point, see, talk to you later. My whole thing is this, okay, and I'd like to get each of your opinions on this. It seems to me that there is a massive influx of just these $10, $15 indie games, coming into the market.
Right.
And on top of that, the only thing that is really getting released is basically remastered previous games where they got a lot of shit right. You know what I mean? I mean, how many times have they, re-released Skyrim?
I was gonna say,
How many times? It's got to be 10 now.
yeah.
The big problem is that people are buying.
That's it. It's making money.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure Todd Howard said, if you don't want us to keep releasing it, then don't buy it. And people are still fucking buying it.
If they were making zero money on re-released, remastered games, then they would be concentrating on new games.
Right. If they weren't making money, it would get the juices flowing.
Which is a thing that pisses me off about phone games, is that all these people are playing phone games and they're spending money in these stupid freaking phone games instead of making them make a real game. I refuse to play any. I've dabbled in phone games maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But
Yeah.
I want to play a real game. I don't want to play no stupid little simple phone game.
And then you got the
addictive
people
phone
that
game.
play just phone games, and they consider themselves in the realm of a gamer.
Yeah, you're not a
It's
gamer.
like,
You're ruining games.
My thumbs work good.
right. Now, some of the phone games are pretty.
I don't know. I have
They've gotten a
yet
lot
to
better.
ever play like a mobile
But
game.
most of the people
I
that
can't
play
do
the
it.
phone games are playing like Pop It type style. You know what I mean?
I don't know
Like
what that
they're
is.
just
Candy Crush.
yeah, just
Still don't know
Oh,
what that
by
is.
the way, to the past thing that we were talking about, King is also part of Activision Blizzard, so Microsoft now owns Candy Crush.
So, are either of you playing any games in particular here at the moment?
I'm actually waiting for Dying Light 2 to come out here.
Dying Light 2.
The first one was awesome.
I remember playing the first one.
I think. Did you see the videos for the second one? Where the zombies are like you're sneaking through and they're like twitching and shit.
Yeah, I haven't.
It looks cool as fuck, and that's one of those companies that I kind of still have faith in. You know what I mean?
Right, because they're not like totally mainstream yet.
Yeah.
Or let it. I would say they're like A, maybe double A, but not triple A yet.
They're not AAA yet. Dying Light 1 definitely boosted them way up because Dying Light 1 was a great.
And if I remember, that came out early in the console cycle of Xbox,
It's like 6
Xbox
years
X
ago,
and
7 years
PS4, right?
I don't think it was at the beginning. It was like
It was a little after,
A little
yeah,
after.
but it was toward the beginning.
right,
Is what I
a
was
little bit after Destiny 1. I think Dying Light came out. So whenever that was, like 2016, 2015, something like
Fair enough. You played anything?
I've been
here?
playing Forza Horizon 5.
Mm.
I had a couple of other friends on the PC playing it, so I decided to hop in. I did play Forza Horizon 4 a little bit. I mean, I've been playing it, but I'm kind of starting to get bored of that now, which is a problem I've had with a lot of games, that I just get bored of them real quick nowadays.
that. That's
Right.
what you said.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm huge into the racing games, like F1 and Forza, the real Forza.
Right.
I cannot stand playing Horizon.
Too arcadey.
It's too arcadey for me. I want more of a serious competition.
I generally, I don't really like doing a lot of the stuff in the game. I do like playing co-op against the AI racers. That's about it. I all the little, some of that's the arcadey stuff. They have like a battle royale for cars where you like race each other. Like
Yeah.
you find each other and race each other.
The
now.
Eliminator.
That is so stupid.
Fair enough. I mean, me personally, with my hand injury and everything, I've just been doing like strategy games here lately.
Strategy game.
Played a little a bit of Civ 6. Played a little bit of what's the other one on Game Pass? Empire
I was gonna
Civ.
say you're gonna forget the name again.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I told you about Phoenix Point too. You haven't tried that.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but
That's XCOM.
hopefully here maybe hand starts working a little better. Maybe I'll start getting back into other games and everything.
It's a shame that new Motorsport didn't come out.
I
So,
know. I was disappointed about that.
Yeah.
But also at the same point in time, I would like to have a new console before that does come out.
probably
Because I get super stoked when a new Forza comes out, when a new F1 game comes out. I just jump on the bandwagon. It's like, yeah, online lobby, let's go. See who's best.
all the British people.
Yeah,
Steering wheels.
yeah, they usually wind up wrecking it.
Yeah, I do see a lot of people playing games, like racing games, especially with like the racing pedals and
Mm-hmm.
steering wheel and stuff like that.
It boosts your
Mhm.
skill up.